Hey, Red Knights! We are back with the second half of our shared read, Preserve and Protect. For this lesson, you're going to need your Reader's Writer's Companion book. Then, open up to page 64 so we can get started. Make sure that you have a pencil ready so that as we read and stop and answer questions, you can fill them out just like I am throughout this video. If you need a minute to go grab those things, pause and then press play again when you're ready to start. Let's begin by listening to this page being read aloud to us.
Point, counterpoint. Protect the land. Millions of people visit national parks each year. Nature lovers hike the trails. They explore caves carved out of mountains. They admire hundreds of different plants and animals. These people agree with President Johnson. They like the rules that protect the land. They believe the rules help keep our country's forests and animals safe. They think all people should visit and enjoy them. They think people can learn from nature. Visiting a national monument is a way to learn about history. Monuments preserve traces of past cultures so that they don't get destroyed. Scientists rely on these clues to help them learn about how people lived long ago. Counterpoint, point. What about my business? Other people think there are too many rules that protect the land. They believe those rules hurt business owners. People need lumber to build new homes. Some businesses make lumber or wood from trees. If these companies can't cut down trees, the price of lumber goes up. That means things built with wood cost more to buy. Some people think the rules also make it harder for people to find jobs. People who cut down trees or build new houses have to find new jobs. Caption: Lumber businesses rely on trees to make money.
All right, so that was a lot of interesting information. On this one page, we got two different points of view. The first heading is called Protect the Land, and it gives the point of view of people who want to protect the land and the trees. And then we have the opposite opinion where it talks about people who want to cut down trees and their reasons for wanting to do that. Let's move on to the side and read each question and find the text evidence within the passage. The first question that we're going to be looking for is in paragraph 1. This whole section is paragraph 1. We see a large indent and it keeps going until we see the second indent. This would be the second paragraph. Main idea and key details. Underline 3 details that tell what the rules protect. So boys and girls, I'm going to scan over this passage and I'm going to look for words that are in this question. I'm going to look for those words in the paragraph to help me narrow down my search instead of reading this whole long paragraph again. So I'm looking for rules to protect. So I'm going to look for those 2 words. I see the word rules. I'm going to start reading here. They like the rules that protect the land. All right, so the rules protect the land. I'm going to underline that. Let's keep reading. They believe the rules help keep our country's forests and animals safe. Those are our other 2 details that tell us what the rules protect. So they protect the land, and then they protect the forests and the animals. Keeps them safe. So land, forest, and animals are our details of what the rules protect. The next question says that we're going to look in paragraph 2. Multiple meaning words. Draw a box around clues that help you figure out what past means. Write what it means here. Okay, So we're going to do some rereading and we're going to look for the word past. Once we find the word past, we're going to look at the rest of the sentence to see if we can find a clue as to what they mean when they say past. Visiting a national monument is a way to learn about history. Okay. Monuments preserve traces of past cultures so that they don't get destroyed. So the sentence with the word past is talking about past cultures, things that have happened long ago. I know that the word history is a study of things that have happened in the past. So I'm going to box in this word history. And in the box, I'm going to simplify this to just saying it means from long ago. So go ahead and write from long ago on the line. Our next question is going to be found in paragraph 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. Ask and answer questions. Ask and answer questions about the lumber business. Write it here. As we were reading paragraph 3, I was thinking about some questions as they were telling about the lumber business. And one of my questions was, what does the lumber business do? So I'm going to type that in as my question. If you have a different question, you can write that, or you can write the one that I'm writing. So it's, what does the lumber business do? What does the lumber business do? Now that I asked that question, what does the lumber business do? I can look at this text feature here to help me. This text feature is a photograph with a caption. And it says the lumber business relies on trees to make money. We also read in the paragraph that they make things out of wood. Let's read the next page.
To protect or not to protect. Today, the United States has hundreds of national parks, monuments, and landmarks. Animals and plants live in them. Visitors enjoy them. Scientists learn from them. The rules protect them. But are there too many rules? Not everyone agrees. Sidebar. Is it a park or a monument? A United States national monument is a protected area. It is like a national park, but easier to create. Monuments and parks are different in other important ways. National parks are large natural places with many different natural features, aim to protect many different aspects of nature. National monuments often focus on protecting one specific natural resource, landmark, or structure that has historic or scientific interest. Receives less money and less wildlife protection than parks.
So our first question focuses on paragraph 1. Multiple meaning words. Find the word parks. Circle clues that help you figure out its meaning. Let's look for the word parks, and then we're going to read the sentence around it to see if we can find the meaning of parks. Here it is. Today, the United States has hundreds of national parks, monuments, and landmarks. Animals and plants live in them. So, this sentence here, it says animals and plants live in them, is helping to explain what a park is. It's like a home for animals and plants. So I'm going to circle those words. The rest of the question says, write what it means. So we're going to write on the line what it means. It is a place to visit where animals and plants live? Go ahead and write that in. The next question is focused on the sidebar. This is a sidebar. A sidebar is another type of a text feature. And remember, text features help us to understand the text better. In this sidebar, it talks about parks or monuments. It gives us a little introduction and then it uses headings and bullet points under the headings to list their differences. So the question says, underline details that tell what a national monument is. So over here, it says a United States national monument is a protected area. It is like a national park, but easier to create. That is a pretty good description of what a national monument is. I'm going to go and underline that whole section here and stop right where it says they're easier to create. The next question continues in the sidebar. It says, what information does the sidebar give you? Draw a box around text evidence. So just like I said before, it's talking about national parks and national monuments. But the focus of talking about parks and monuments is it's saying how they are different. So monuments and parks are different in other important ways. So this little concluding sentence in this paragraph tells us what they're talking about. So I'm going to draw a box around this whole last sentence because this is the answer to my question. And then we're going to write on this line that monuments and parks are different. Go ahead and write that on the line too. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of our shared read, preserve, and protect. I hope you've enjoyed learning about these national parks. Don't forget to fill out the graphic organizer on your Google slide.